Hello and Namaskar. Welcome to another session of BW Farhana Tidbits, where I share some of my knowledge and experience.
My name is Debanshu Mukherjee, and today we are going to discuss Rank Node in SAP HANA. Rank Node plays an important role and used in very specific requirements. So today we are going to see that requirement, and we are going to see in the system how the Rank Node can satisfy that requirement. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Can you just, in a short way, can you just show how does this rank node work?
Rank node works like, okay, again I have to put an example, but I'll show you what are the different mandatory things you have to give in the rank node. So how rank node works? Let me open an Excel, then only you will understand how rank node works. So say for example, in our data, we have sales, we have customer, then we have the material, then we have the plant, and we have the quantity. Okay, so we have 100, we have M100, and then we have the plant. Or what I will do is I will introduce one more thing. I'll just say day. Okay, I'll just say day. So customer, material, day is, say for example, 1st Jan 2020, quantity was 100. Then same customer, and then different customer. Okay, so here I have 1st Jan, I will 2nd Jan, 3rd Jan, 4th, 5th, 6th. Okay. Second ran between 100 and 500. Okay, so if you have data like this, okay, now the customer requirement is for every customer, the quantity should be only at the latest date. So this is a requirement. Requirement is every customer show me only the latest date's quantity. This is a requirement. Okay, so what do you have to do? For this customer, which row I should return? This row should be returned. For this customer, which row should be returned? This row should be returned. Sorry, this row should be returned. Right? These are the latest dates for this customer, this date. So that means I can't take multiple customers in one shot because every customer I have to scan. So this is one block for me. In this block, I have to see, okay, what is the latest date? 3rd Jan is the latest date. So this one. Then second block, I have to check. This is my customer. This is the latest date for this customer. So these blocks are called partitions. Okay. So I have how many partitions? I have 2 partitions in my data set. First partition, second partition. Okay. Then what is the descending criteria? That means based on what should I take the latest day? I have to first see what is the latest date. So descending criteria is day. And then what is the order? This is descending. So day, descending order, and how many records I have to take? Actually, day descending I'll keep here itself. And how many records I have to take after doing the descending in each partition? How many records I need? One record. So I'll have top 1. Okay. First is define your partition. My partition is every customer. So customer is my partition. Customer defines my partition. Second, I have to see based on what I have to do a descending order based on day. How many records I have to take? I have to take only one record because every customer show me only the latest date. If they would have said the latest and the previous one, so my how many records? 2 would have come. But here I am just taking one from each partition, right? If this data is there and this is your requirement, then you will go for rank node. In rank node, what you have to do is there are different parameters you have to give. What are the parameters? Now with that with that data, whatever I have explained, let me ask someone if you have understood that. Srilata, did you understand this concept? First of all, tell me this.
Yes.
And the requirement you understood, right?
Yes, it's similar to non-cumulative concept.
Correct, you're right. Non-cumulative as per the date.
Yeah.
Now in the rank, tell me if you understood that, what should be the sort, direction and the top? I have ascending bottom n, descending top n. Okay, forget about this. First tell me what is the partition in my data. What should be the partition?
By customer.
Correct. So you will add a customer as your partition. Here I don't have, right? But here you'll add customer. Okay, let's do this. Let us create a quick table and we'll do the rank. Okay, I'll remove from here. It's a very small table. Sorry. I'll remove from here and I will not save the data here. We'll quickly create a table. Okay, so we'll go here. We will open a SQL console. We'll quickly create a table. So we'll say create. I'll set the schema first. Set schema to Debanshu. Control space Debanshu SDABT3. Okay. I'll set the schema here so that everything happens with this schema. Then create table. We'll do rank underscore test. Okay. So what are we going to add in that table? We are going to add customer. Okay, we'll have nvarchar. Say for example 20. Okay, customer. Oh, just nvarchar 3. Unnecessary, I don't want. Then what do we have? Material. Material will be nvarchar 4. Okay, I'm just strictly keeping it whatever we have the data. Then we have day and quantity. So we have date. Date will be always nvarchar 8. Okay, and then we have quantity qty. Come on, qty, which I will keep as decimal. Say for example 52. Okay, that's it. Anything else we need? We don't need to define primary key here, so I'm not going to the primary key. And I'll also do a drop table here. Okay, so that we can run this script again and again. So I'll do a copy. I'll do a drop table. Drop spelling, we'll fix it. So paste here, drop table, and okay. So let's create this. It's in my schema, and we are dropping it. Rank test, customer material, date. Okay, date is in this format. So what I'll do is, that's fine actually. Shouldn't be a problem. Incorrect syntax near 5. Oh, this is comma 2. My bad. So we'll run it. Okay. So schema is created. Drop was failed because table did not exist. So rank test is created. Let me quickly check whether rank test is there or not. So STABT3, we'll extend the tables, and then we have rank test. Right now it is empty. So we'll quickly insert some records. Insert into this guy, rank test. I can drag it here. Right. Values. What values we will put? M100, Okay, it's all n varchar, so it will be quotes M100, and we'll reduce the number of values. We'll just say 2. Okay, instead of 3, we'll just say 2 so that it will be quick. So M100, then comes the, oh sorry, first customer, right? Customer is 100. So customer we will put as 100, and then M100, and then what else? We have the date. So what date we are putting? 1st Jan. So 2020 0101, and then we do the quantity. Quantity is decimal, so we don't need a quotes. We'll keep anything 346.4, for example. Sorry, 346.4. Okay, same thing I can repeat. I'll just copy this. So I'll copy it. We'll paste it. Paste it here. Paste it again. Okay, this is for the first customer. Then we'll do for second customer again. So again we'll paste it. 1, 2, and 3. Let's keep all the 3 so that we'll exactly match with our test data. Okay, so M100, it was M100 2nd Jan. So M100, this will become 02, and then we will do anything. We can do 492, that's fine. 492, and then 3rd Jan is 100.01. So we'll push it to 3rd Jan, and then we'll give 100. And then we have M200 here. No, not M200, the client 200. Client 200 here, client 200 here, client 200 here. Okay, everything else remains same. This is not 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We'll just quickly change it to 4th, 5th, and keep me honest here, guys. If I do any mistake, please let me know. So we have 4. Yeah,
the last in the last line it is 200. Customer number it is 200.
Oh yeah, 2100. I have mentioned by mistake. Again, this went for my screen is stuck. This I'll close. Okay, seems it's back. Okay, 200. So here we'll quickly change it to anything, and then 474. That's fine. 474, 361. 444. Okay. So we are inserting the values. Let me quickly execute them. Okay. So I think it's all successful. Let me quickly check. Yeah, it's all good. Now let me do a data preview from the rank test. Okay. So now this is the data, right? 100, 100, 100, M100, 1, 2, 3, 1st, 2nd, 3rd January. These are the quantity and the second one. So now we'll quickly create a calculation view. So let me go to repository. We'll create a calculation view, new calculation view. We'll give the name CV_rank_test. Okay, we'll keep it as cube because we have transaction data there. Graphical, it's fine. Now here, as a best practice, always bring a projection node here. Let me bring in the rank test here in the projection node. Okay, we'll make it bigger. Then what we'll do is we'll get a rank node. Okay, we'll join it here. We'll join the rank to aggregation, and then we'll auto layout. Now this we'll quickly do P_rank test. Okay, now here I want everything, so I will add all to output. Although the quantity is a key figure, but that's fine. In projection you cannot make it as a measure, so we'll leave it as it is. Now in the rank, okay, so we'll add everything, add all to output. Now what we'll do is, going back to our example, our partition is based on customer. So partition we will add, and customer is my partition. Only one will define the block. Then order by, we have to do descending based on what? Based on my date. And what is the order should be? Descending. And how many I should take? from the descending, only one record I should take. So it is fixed. You can also do it input parameter wise. That means if you want to give user the option that you want 1, you want 2, you want 3, user can do that. We'll keep it as fixed 1 threshold here. We'll click on OK. All right. So dynamic partition elements you can also do. If you do dynamic partition elements based on what the user has chosen in the query, the partition criteria will change. But we don't need that right now. It is relevant when you have more than one field which is defining your partition. But in here we are just defining one customer as our dimension, as our partition. So this part you understood, right? Let me repeat. Partition is based on customer, descending is based on day, and then top one I have to take. So I am doing partition based on customer, descending based on date, and top one, descending top one. Okay, then go to aggregation, add all to output. This you can make it aggregated column. In the semantics, go to properties, change it to cross client. Okay, and then save it. Although we don't need cross client here, but still as a best practice, I did that. And columns should be yes, and we'll activate this. Okay, so now if I execute this, I should see only 3rd January and 6th January. So one record for each customer. So you go to raw data and you will see 3rd January and 6th January, each one. So from every partition, only one record got picked up. So if this is your requirement, and sometimes it is a very valid requirement, that only pick up the last one based on a particular date or based on some other thing, right? So this is kind of a non-cumulative, as Srilata correctly mentioned. This is, you can compare it from a non-cumulative. Yeah, did you guys understand the rank concept?
Yeah.
Yeah.